So, what is this feud between Big Jim and Kid Acero? Well, they actually happen to be the same figure. It's just that one was originally released in the US by Mattel, and then Mattel decided to expand. And they gave their license to manufacture products in other countries. One of them was Mexico. In the case of Mexico, the company that signed those rights was CIPSA, and then they just created their own name for it, more appealing to the Mexican audience. So this chap was called Kid Acero. So this is a comparison between Kid Acero and Big Jim. Basically the same figure, but not quite so. So you could see here the original Kid Acero. Of course, there are things that you need to acknowledge. Karate chop, and only for the original ones, orbital head. The new ones only have a head just plug in and could only move left to right. But the orbital heads will allow you to move also up and down, right? So Big Jim, what could you say about it? It was made in Hong Kong, as you could see here. The trunks were slightly lighter. I'm sorry, not lower, lighter, a little bit like lighter red, I would say. The junctions were white, very typical of, not typical, they were actually, all of them were white for the figures made in Hong Kong. You could see that even in, I don't know if you actually managed to see it, but even the junction that goes into the arms are white. These were made in Hong Kong, very high quality, well sculptured figure, and also very common, I must say. This is a typical Big Jim that you could see, you could find nowadays. And then you have Kid Acero. And what's unique about Kid Acero is probably, strangely to mention, is not that it's just unique, it was you know, the sculpture itself was commanded to CIPSA, so it's slightly different. I don't know if you see. Let me try to put the two of them in comparison, side by side. You could see a little bit of a difference there, right? Well, the CIPSA figure, of course, was made in Mexico. You see different colors of the plastics that were used, which kind of like seeing different colors of the skin as well. One thing that was particular to the figures made in Mexico, and I believe also made in other places like in Europe, Portugal, is that the connectors, they are all like a skin colored, as opposed to the Big Jim, that they were white color, right? So anyway, this was the typical Kid Acero, the basic figure. As in the US, it came with shorts, red shorts, a dumbbell, and then a board that he could hit with his karate chop action function. This was only the original ones, of course. They have the orbital head function, as you could see. Nothing much more to say about Kid Acero and Big Jim. They are the same guy, but of course with these differences. You could immediately tell when you are comparing the two figures which one is Kid Acero and which one is Big Jim, right? Of course, there were variants later on, but definitely you could see the difference here. And as the time went by, of course, Big Jim have Big Josh, which was the bearded guy. Well, Kid Acero had Karsak, which was the guy with the bird and an eagle, right? And then Big Jim have Dr. Steel, Kid Acero had Dr. Drago. And everything was pretty much the same thing, just different names and probably slightly different castings, up until a certain point when the Wolf Pack from Big Jim differed from the Escuadron Lobo from Kid Acero, because they started to release figures that were not available in the US market, like the Bionic Man and the Invisible Man. Anyway, today is not the subject. Today is the subject of comparing these two figures. Very nice, very similar functions. What you look at it when you're looking for a real one, of course, you're familiar with the Hong Kong made, well sculptured face, white connectors. This is Big Jim. And when you're looking at this other figure with, I wouldn't say well sculptured, but with differences in the head, the color of the eyes as well, with pink connectors, and of course with a legend that says either made in Mexico or made in Portugal, then you are in front of Kid Acero. So that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this video and it will help you define, if you're a treasure hunter, which one are you looking for. It will help you find the right one. Thank you very much and have a great day.